Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lillian. If you're a new person here, thank you for stopping by. If you're an OG, thank you. I promise you on this channel, you will get stuck because we always push our value out there, right? So today I'm going to be talking about something. I want to give us 10 places we should invest in 2026. If this is something you want to know about, then stay here because this is the right place for you and you're going to be going home with a lot of value. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. This is January, and if I am not mistaken, today's date is 12th of January. You see, when did we enter the new year? And it is already 12th of January. That is the reason I thought to do this video. Time is already running, and if you are not running alongside it, or at least at same pace, then you'll be doing yourself a lot of disservice at the start of the year. This video is not totally about my usual talk about money, money, money. In this video, I'm going to talk about different things. I'm going to talk about money. I'm going to talk about every aspect of life. This is what I'm going to be discussing in this particular video. I'm going to start with knowledge. My darlings, this is the year you should invest in your knowledge. Look around you and see what is going on. If you don't know anything, somebody else knows it and they are working with that person immediately. Nobody is even waiting for anybody. So this is the reason I am saying invest in your knowledge. It is the little thing you know that can keep you at an edge over someone else. Just something little. It's not like you're so better than the person. But because you know just one thing that person doesn't know, you are a better fit for whatever it is needed for. You should not joke with your knowledge this year. Whatever you want to learn, if it is something entirely new, go ahead. If it is something that will better whatever field you belong to right now, go ahead and get better at it. Learn something new. Learn AI. Learn how to do even the most basic things with AI. Yes, my darlings, learn AI. Learn how to edit videos. Learn certain things. Improve. Don't get stuck in 2022 while we are in 2026. Please, the world is moving and you have to move along with it. If you stay behind, you'll be left behind. Nobody is asking nobody to hasten up. But I will be on this channel to ask you to do so. So please, hasten up. This is going to be my second point because it is very, very important. It is like, let's say, it's like the basis of everything. It is going to be your health. Invest in your health. Someone who has a good health can be productive and be able to pursue their dreams. If you're not healthy, nothing again matters because we need to get you moving. We need to get you on your feet first before we can discuss any other thing. So your health is very important. And in this particular topic, I'm saying that don't wait to get sick before you run routine checks on yourself. It is very important. It should make it a part of you. Make it a part of you that once in a while you check into a hospital and look through your body. You never can tell what will be seen. If you start taking medications on time, you would avoid the time when it will have to bring you down and you become hospitalized and all that. So please, once in a while, make it a point of duty to always check on your health status. And also in your living, please be very careful. We have a lot of communicable diseases out there. And everything you do with people, a lot of people are sick, but they don't look like it. So please be very, very intentional with your health this year. Another thing I want to talk about is something very, very imperative. You see, fear is a very bad thing. Fear has a way of deterring us from reaching our goals. It will tell you a lot of things. Yes, it is true. Whenever you want to start something new, you always have this nervous feeling. But please never allow it stop you. Go for it. If you have any business idea, this is the time you should pick it up because this is the start of the year. Anything you start doing now, there is a possibility of you reaping something beautiful from it by the end of the year. There's something I told my WhatsApp community, people on my WhatsApp. I told them that was, I think, either on the 30th or 31st of last year. I told them that there's something I want all of us to do individually. Actually, it's not a collective thing. I told them that we should all begin to do one thing every day, one new thing. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. Start doing one new thing. And I told them that there is nothing wrong in recycling that thing you did. Do it over and over. So that way it becomes a part of you. It becomes like a habit. Do you understand? So at the end of January, because it was just for 1 month, we're going to come together and be accountable to each other. We will tell each other the things we've learned over in the month of January. January is fast fleeting already. So there is no time. Start working on that idea now. And you know one thing about ideas, if you don't run along with the one that drops into your mind, I promise you someone else will do it. Yes, it happened to a friend. He has this business idea. He was still waiting for the perfect time to start. Guess what? Someone else started it. And he shouted to me and said, Lillian, can you imagine? I just saw my business idea being executed by someone else. I am so shocked. And I know it has happened to some of you before. So if you're still looking at me and you have a business idea you've not executed yet, the best time to start it is now. If you allow it to stay some more, someone else will do it. And once that person does it, it doesn't matter if it came into your mind first. The person becomes the pioneer, the first person to do it. Any other person that does it again is a follower, is a person that is copying. That is why you should not slack when it comes to executing business ideas. The next one I want to talk about is real estate. Can I even make this video and not mention real estate? No, it's not possible because that's what I do. I'm a realtor and an administrator. These are the kind of things you hear me say. I don't think there's any time you hear me talk and you will not hear real estate from me. So real estate is the next point on my list. You should be very intentional this year. This is still January. In fact, if you ask me, if you actually planned your last year well, the first phase of the year, you invest and then continue to hustle into the year. Mid-year, you invest again, right? Maybe in land or some other investment schemes. Towards the end of the year, you could just invest again in some other one. That is how to plan your year. That is how to plan your year. If you are really calculative, you should be doing your investments in January now. Go broke because you invested, not because you lavish or you lived extravagantly. Do you understand? It's a good way to be broke, actually. It is a temporal thing, and you're going to reap so much from it. But imagine going broke because you used your money unwisely in a way it would not give you no returns and everything. You just be there. You're not doing that this year. So go into real estate. This real estate I want to talk about, it's not a must that you must own a land alone all to yourself. It is not a must. Go into fractional ownership. By this, I mean, this will bring me to my next topic, which will be investing in relationships. Please, I am still on real estate, but I'm going to be talking about my next point, which is investing in relationships. Why this has to come in here is because I mentioned fractional ownership of real estate properties, in the sense that if you do not have enough to invest in a real estate property alone, if you have quality friends, friends that dream big, friends that have somewhere they are going in life, if you have such friends, then it is a little bit easier. What you people will do is to put your resources together and you'll be able to own a land together. When you do that, when the land appreciates in future years, you people will share it. Maybe in 3-4 years, you will do it again. Another 3-4 years, you will do it again. Before you know it, you'll be able to be investing on your own. But the problem is some of you don't have good relationships. And that is why I brought it into my points. Invest in good relationships. Drop all those people that you used to. Some of you just pack friends, a bunch of friends. Some of you have 12 friends for nothing, only gossips. If it is not gossiping about one of you, it is still, one other thing that doesn't just make sense. Or the type of friends that will get you buying irrelevant things. Listen, clothes, shoes, wigs, they are all good. But if you do not have an investment and you're buying wigs of 200 and something thousand, you even have 4 of them. Some of you have wigs of 300k in your collection. But you don't have, even if it is a quarter, even sand, a handful of sand, you don't have anywhere in the world. And you are happy. Like, really? You are making me laugh. You have to stop that thing in 2026 because I will not have it here. Some of you have 3 iPhones. You don't have any property anywhere with how much iPhone is cost. You will buy it. You continue to follow the trend. As they continue to upgrade, you follow it up. You don't want to be the last. You're trying to be last. Who are you trying to impress when your future is not structured yet? Please stop competing with people. Compete with yourself. If you compete against yourself, you only want to be better than the person you were yesterday, which is the best competition to be involved in. You don't have nothing, no shares in your name, and you're happy. Are you watching me? Baby girl, my guy, you've got to wake up in 2026. Begin to make friends that will impact your life, that will ever mention, friends that will stay like this and say, hey, guy, see, let's buy gold, though. Buy gold that would, that you can actually resell when you need money for something important. Be with people that will ever mention, treasury bills to you. Be with people that will mention mutual funds to you. Why are you being with people that only talks? I don't even know. Now, I have just talked about real estate and relationship at the same time. So I'm not going to talk about relationship independently again. On to the next point. Land banking. Now, land banking is a way that some real estate companies have brought out to help people who are not able to buy a property by themselves. Then they can go into land banking. Like one plot of land to your name. You don't have enough money yet that can buy one. You can do land banking. How is it done? Land banking is a temporary ownership of lands, which means you can go into agreement with a real estate company and they will give you their land. There's a particular amount of money they usually designate to these lands, right? Usually from 500,000 to 1 million and above. So if you have 500,000, know that you have left in the bank. Instead of leaving it in commercial bank, they'll be giving you one naira to 2 naira at the end of every month. Even if you're not careful, they will even take out of it to maintain your card and maintain this one. It's a VAT. There are a lot of things. All those petty charges that they used to put there. Then your 500K before you know it to be shortened. So instead of leaving it in your commercial banks that don't pay good interest, please use that money to do land banking. If you need any real estate guide, come to me. I will guide you. I've mentioned here that I'm a real estate consultant. I will guide you. Take that money from the bank. If you don't have any use for it yet, especially maybe you put that money in the bank, probably you have something you want to do with it in the next 6 months, and you say, let me bank it. Please, my dear, bring it from there. Keep it with a real estate company as land banking. At the end of that 6 months, when you go to take it, they will give you your money, that is your capital, and they will give you a profit. Banking is something that is very, very good to do. If you don't know how to go about it, come to me. I'll be dropping my number in the description box. That will be my WhatsApp number. Write me directly and I will guide you on the company you would invest with. Okay? Land banking usually works between 6 months and 12 months. The companies usually say the least you can keep it for is 6 months, highest 1 year, but you can stretch it. The next point on my list is gold. If you have 300K, it is okay, but ensure that you are earning more than what you have as it. Anything that you would want to sell to earn money and people underprices it from what you initially bought it is not an investment. Please be very, very intentional when you are making some purchases. Don't buy a lot of liabilities over assets. As you're planning your 2026, please plan it in such a way that you would, at the end of the day, you'll be happy with yourself. You'll be satisfied and say, yes, I tried. Get you some grams of gold. This is one of the things, just like land, that you can easily sell and you will make extra money from it. All right, the next point here is money market mutual funds. It's like people bringing their monies together and giving it to an asset management company to help them manage their money. At the end of the day, they get paid interest. Now, the beautiful thing about money market mutual funds is that the low risk investment. So it is one thing I want you to look into in 2026. The next one I want to talk about is ETFs, exchange traded funds. Now, it's another form of investment I want you to look into in 2026. You might not pay much, but then it is worth it. And it's a low risk investment as well. Even though I do not really advise people to do Nigerian ETFs, but then, check the strength of a company before you buy their ETF. All right. Yeah, I'll do a more well explanatory video on this. I'll be doing that with that of money market mutual funds and the likes. All right, this point is another point I think is very important to mention, and it is your spiritual life. Invest in your spiritual life, in whatever you believe in. Draw closer to God. It helps us to stay focused on life. You kind of have this clarity and discernment to know how to direct and guide your life. Whatever religion you belong to, draw closer to your God. Being spiritual is not for AK people. Make sure your spiritual growth is not suffering even as you continue to invest in other things. So you balance up everything. Whether you like it or not, life is more spiritual than physical. Be very, very careful. Take it very seriously in 2026. Okay. Remember, I've said when I started this video that this video is not strictly going to be the way other videos used to be. Money, money, money. I told you I'm going to be telling you generally life sectors where I think it is imperative for you to invest and throw in some energy in 2026. And spiritual growth is definitely one of them. This should be a bonus point because this particular point is highly risky, but it is also something that pays off when it does pay off. And that is why it is not for everybody. This point is crypto. Crypto is the currency of the future. If you know anybody who is good at trading crypto that can help you trade crypto, and this person should be transparent, you trust this person, then you can allow them be your guide. Let you trade with your money. But if you can do it yourself, perfect. Invest in crypto. Crypto can make you rich within the twinkle of an eye. Said it is very risky, but it is a way to invest. If you know how to read their chart and their forecast, I think you will be safe. All right, so play safe with this one. Another thing I want you to invest in this year and take it highly seriously is your appearance. Please Invest in your appearance. And this is not me asking you to break your bank, go into the market. Oh, Lily, I just finished saying we should stop buying hairs and shoes now. This is not what I said though. Don't allow these things to be like the most things you will use your money to do. That is what I am saying. Clothes are very good, but make sure that the ones you have and the ones you are going to buy are the ones that you can use to appear like a reasonable person. If you appear good, if you appear reasonable, people will first of all place you somewhere that you don't even belong. Imagine being placed like somebody who knows something and you end up empty. It will not go well now. Because ensure that as you're looking good, you are also investing in your knowledge, as I mentioned the first time. Ensure that you look good. It's an investment, actually. Looking good can open doors. Here's somebody who looks like someone who doesn't know what they are doing, and that person will be locked out, even if the person knows better than you do. Yes, it is that powerful. So please invest in looking good. Don't bleach your skin or whatever, because bleaching is not looking good. You only be looking like a roasted plantain, which is not what we are looking out for here. If you know your complexion, maintain it. Wear good clothes, even if you don't have new ones. The old ones you have, iron them. Make them look okay. If you don't have money for designer wears and all the rest, please go for thrifts. Me too, sometimes I patronize those people because we have good ones amongst them. Buy them. It is until you tell us that we will know. We will just admire you. Take these words really seriously. All right. So with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to tell you some of the things you should look into in 2026. That will help you a great deal. If all this while I've been speaking and you really enjoyed the nuggets I'm dropping, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll come your way next time with more valuable tips on how we would improve our lives financially and otherwise. See you in my next video. For now, bye.